I'd love to do a bit of a reframe today. And what I mean by reframe is in the world of healing and in the world of society, we deem that things are good, they're bad, they're positive and negative. Well, yes, that's true. And yes, there is good and bad, positive and negative. But when it comes to who we are, how we show up, who decides those? Who decides what's good? Who decides what's bad? Obviously, in society, we know certain things are inherently bad. We don't want to hurt someone. But also, what about just having that middle ground and understand if something happens to us that's unexpected, maybe we can ask questions of why. If something happens to us unexpected in a joyful way, we can say, why? So, how do we just allow the why to exist? Well, what I'd love to reframe with you today is to move from good or bad and change it to in or out of alignment. Now, what does alignment mean? Well, we have coherence in our body. If we're truly mind body connected and stomach connected, so if we have the three brains of our body, which all three, brain, heart, stomach, have neurons that are sending signals to the brain through the vagus nerve with the afferent and efferent pathways. If you are sending 80% of your information from body to brain and 20% from brain to body, then our body has a major impact on what it is that we believe, how we feel, and what it is that we want to show up as. Also, what we've spoken about before, which is our intuition, which I like to call healthy intuition, because you're listening to here, and not in here. Although there is that important prefrontal cortex that's reasoning and rationalizing, we can get into our body to ask questions, get into our body. And the thing that I want to do with you, if something comes up and something feels off, something feels weird, I don't want you to think, oh, that's good, that's bad. Label it happy, label it sad. Used to be in the music industry, I guess I'm rhyming. Or I used to write songs back in the day. So there you go. Good, bad, happy, or sad. Let's get rid of those. What we want to do is we want to say, is it in alignment? Is it out of alignment? So what we do if we're making a decision, if something comes into our life and it's coming out of nowhere, left field, we want to stop being in here to rationalize it. We want to move down into here. So when we have coherence, meaning we're in a state of brain-body connection, where our heart is sending enough information to our brain, and our brain is sending information to our heart, and we're in a coherent state where you see the waveforms of breath matching the waveforms of your heart, that is the state of making decisions. So making decisions or coming out of alignment means that you're incoherent, meaning that you're all over the place. So the first thing to do is get back to coherence and ask yourself, is this really in alignment with me? Because something that was good before might be bad now, but something might be in alignment for you that is now out of alignment. I'll use myself as an example. Playing saxophone used to be in alignment, and now helping, healing, and working with people as a coach is more in alignment for me than playing saxophone. So I'm choosing this path. Doesn't mean I still don't have that. It just means that when I'm making decisions, I'm basing it on alignment. And how do we decide alignment? We decide alignment on values. Values are what we have as our foundation and our core. So not only does your body know if it's in or out of alignment, if that connection exists, and we do that through different mindfulness techniques, whether it's meditation, whether it's just breath work, yoga, so many different things to get the connection, but also we have to have a system of values. And what are your values? And we'll speak more about that in future podcasts, but it's important to remember that values and alignment of body need to be in sync. So you might value kindness here, but does your body value kindness? You might say to yourself, I want to be with somebody kind, but your body doesn't feel safe with that because that feels out of alignment, and your nervous system goes, no, but I need chaos because that's what I'm used to. So it really is about having that connection and asking the question, is this in or out of alignment? And then saying, okay, well, maybe this is something I really want to actually practice as a habit to become more aligned with it. Whether it's peace. I have a lot of clients that I work with that get really weird when they're in a peaceful setting. Like instead of going out on a Friday night and staying out till 4 a.m. at a bar, they stay home, read a book, take a bath, don't watch TV, go to bed early, and it's like, oh, this feels weird. Because what was in alignment might not be in alignment now. So if you reframe good and bad, happy or sad, as in or out of alignment or in and out of coherence, then you can start to make better decisions. And you also can take the power away from unexpected events by just asking the question, why is this happening? And is it in alignment with what I want to be moving forward with my values and with my body? Peace and love, friends. Flowers still grow on hills.